Welcome back to Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown. In the last episode, I showed you already the basic of the city building aspect of this game. Today we're going to continue with this tutorial where we need to reach obviously more population. We need to unlock the second tier of population, the laborer. We're gonna expand into a second colony, right? This is our starting colony. We can build different colonies into the game, so we're gonna expand for sure. I hope that we can also potentially get into military, but that may have to wait to the next one. And to be honest, even before we start, right now you can see we have some problems because our apple is at 0. Even our firewood is not that high, we're only at 5, and our hemp is also at 0, meaning we're probably not producing enough. And we can see it also in the statistic over here, where my apple, it says I am actually consuming more than 200 apples more than what I'm producing, right? I'm only producing 144, or yesterday I produced this amount, and I consume almost 400. And similarly for the wood, actually fire or wood, right, this is also negative. So what I've done just in between the end of the first episode and just now is I have started to build a couple more things. You can see there is a small field there, another small there, big one here. I'm building now another wood chopper, right, to transform my wood. And we've also made a couple more houses over here at the north. We're very close to reaching the 60 farmers, but before we also have another event, the snow. Okay, what's happening over here? Farmers are weary. They feel the soil in this new land is not keen for growth. Why? What are you saying? Farmers are struggling. I'm me, the ruler. I say fields should be the same everywhere, no? And actually, he says no, they're not. They may be different. Okay, so we should try to understand. We've already lost so much time. You're suggesting we lose more in research. Perhaps it would be wise to secure a farmer who knows these lands. Oh. You believe your farmers have forgotten their craft. So again, as I said in the first episode, we're able to choose, and depending on your choices, it will have impact. Personally, I think we should find a farmer that is local that can tell us what's strange about these lands. So let's see. It's entirely possible. Okay, then find one. Find one. A willingness to learn will help us succeed. Or we shouldn't spare any time, or we shouldn't doubt our farmers. So as I said, I think a willingness to learn is good. It is important. We've done that one. We did finish also in between the two episodes. The first research, the well bonus, has been finished, so we can move into another. Well, I just said we're low on apples, so maybe let's check for the apples. We can increase their yield, but it will also increase the employees needed, or we can increase the production, but reduce the yield. What is the difference between production and yield? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But I think we're going to take this one because employee increase is not too bad and the yield increase must be good. So let's do that one. Let's do that one. Okay, we still haven't reached 60, which tells me that I probably don't have enough houses. Let's build a few more over here and a road, otherwise they won't be happy. Remember, the houses need to be, or if you want your people to be happy, place the houses in range of a food store, primitive storage, and also well, right? Otherwise you may be in trouble. I can see also, by the way, that the stone over here, it says there's not that much. You can see the blue over here is quite low. So what we can do is to actually increase the range, and now it is a bit higher. Same over here. You can also move it somewhere else, but you cannot have multiple. Don't ask me why, but yeah, we cannot have multiple. So we have reached 60 people now, and with this, we've unlocked many things, including we are able to attract our second tier of population, the laborers. That is great. This will require, though, a bit more advanced resource. If you think about Anno 1800, for your second tier of population, the workers, you need bricks. This is a bit similar. In this case, we're going to need the planks. Where are they? Here. We're going to need the planks, which means you also need to have enough logs, right? But yeah, it shouldn't be bad. We have some unemployment, that is great. These people over here are not happy. This is because they just arrived, and so they don't really have the resources yet. And on top of this, because we just arrived at 60 people, we've now unlocked the two luxuries, right? The hemp, clothing, and the cider. So hopefully my people are going to deliver soon. But remember, there is only 2 people working in the market. So let's put a third one now. Actually, let's go into the job tab here. Do it this way. Okay, so I can see I still have some unemployment, so that's fine. And actually, I think we're gonna have a big boost of population very soon, because now, look at this. Now that we're providing, the luxuries, so my people over here, they're gonna get happy, of course. But on top of this, we're gonna be able to have people occupy those 2 slots here, so move from 2 to 4 in each of the houses, which means, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of people joining soon. which will help us, of course, to make more productions. So we can check off, yeah, our apple is still not great, actually. So let's continue expanding the apple production, maybe over here, a big farm, 5, right? And let's also do the same for amp over here, because it doesn't seem to be enough. Okay. So that is good. And then on the wood also, how are we doing? We are in positive. So hopefully that should go back up very soon, very soon. Okay. Okay. Let's now move into, as I said, the new things, which is the lumber yard. That is, you can put it in this corner, right? Working corner. I don't want to destroy those trees if possible, though. Let's put it here. And there's still, we destroyed 1 tree, but not more. That's better than nothing. Okay, so we're gonna have the lumber yard that's going to create, a new resource, which maybe we're gonna. We cannot put it yet because we're not making it yet, but that's okay. So yes, many farmers are joining now. Oh, they're still unhappy, these guys. They should be okay. They're in range of everything, right? Yeah. Maybe it's just a question of time. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below, right, if you have any questions. We will want to also make a trader's hut, and we have the resources for that. So let's actually make that happen now. Do it over here. Okay. Craftsman, laborers. So this is all over here. It's gonna take us a minute to get there because all of these take some blanks, right? So we're not ready for that yet. 15 farmers just join again. So yeah, it is the time where we can also increase all of our productions because we have a lot of people that just join. So let's go. We may need to put another stockpile soon. So let's actually do that first. Sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Food store over here to expand the green range and have some farms also in that green range. So let's go. Okay. I think we'll put a small one here just to close that piece. Good. And maybe we even need a 3rd wood chopper, I feel, because we're still not that high on wood, as you can see. So let's go. Another wood chopper on this side. We need to make sure we have enough wood, but so far it's looking fine. Maybe we expand that range. Can't it click on it? What's going on? Okay, let's expand the range. More trees, more trees, more trees. Okay, so we build the trader's hut over here. Right, that's gonna be important very soon. We have built the lumber yard. How many people are working my lumber yard? 5 people. That's pretty good. We should start to make some. Actually, oh, we are low on hemp clothing. And it seems to be mostly because we don't really have a lot of hemp. But we may also need more very soon. What was I talking about now? Remember, forgot. But yeah, let's build another outfitter. It needs to be in range of, maybe we need to do a new corner over here. Let's go. Let's go. We put a primitive stockpile. Maybe here in the back, what like this. Yep. So we're expanding, ladies and gents. We're gonna put an outfitter here, and we're gonna put a lot of hemp farm because clearly I haven't made enough so far. So let's go up and up. Okay, this one is not happy. Why? Issue detected, no available stockpile. Yeah, but this one is gonna be built, don't worry. Now it's fine. Okay, what else? What else? And this is starting to look okay. We can put the planks so that we know when we have enough. And yeah, this one needs more hemp, but again, hopefully we can produce some soon. My apple, are we still not making enough? We're still not making enough. That seems crazy. I mean, I guess I believe you. Or maybe this is part of these, beginning of early access bugs. I don't know. But it's good that we have this statistic menu. And I have... Apple Farm bonus has been made. So hopefully our production, I don't know if you see it right away. We probably need to wait for tomorrow for this to be reflected. But hopefully we can make a lot more. We get some new edicts? No, not yet. but we can do two things. We can do a new tier 1 research, or we could actually even go already into unlocking tier 2. We needed to have done 2 research, we've done 2, and then you just need to spend a bit of resource. I think we will look a bit more here. So we have improving our food stores, the storage increase, but the cost increase. Okay, it's not bad. And you can increase the number of workers there. I feel like more storage is always good. So let's do that one. Then we have firewood, increasing the firewood yield, which I'm guessing in this context is pretty clear. It's if you take the inputs, how many outputs you get, but it will require some stone, or the production increases with 1 more worker. I think this is really good. You can do that one later. And then the cost of the farmer's house increases and, no, decreases, sorry, but the chance of fire increases, because yes, there is fires and disease and all those type of things. Well-built farmer house will increase the happiness, but only by 5 against 100% more resource. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not sure we're gonna do that one. Okay, feels like we need even more hemp. Let's go. Let's go. That's a lot of farms. That's a lot of farms. I don't know. I don't know. And we're still bad on many of the other resources too. My apple are finally going up. Yeah. And hemp, it says I'm positive, but it doesn't look positive, to be honest. Okay, so jumping a bit into the future, you can see my resources are looking good now. We have some logs, etc., including some planks now. Food is looking better. Water is totally fine. Even firewood and hemp are not perfect, but they are at least positive. So we're getting there, let's say. We're getting there. And we have a bit of unemployment, so I could probably even do a few more of these productions. But most importantly, we have 1 event and we can start building some of these things. So let's go. Now, for the laborers, they're also going to have some needs, right? And so the tavern is one of those needs, for example. But let's actually start by putting a couple of houses so that you can see their needs, basically. So I'm going to put them over here, 5, like that. I'm going to put a road. And when we build one, you'll be able to see their needs. I do have still enough for a tavern, so let's definitely build a tavern. And again, you can see that tavern has a range, right? So that is one of these need buildings. It's a bit of a waste to put it here. So let's put it further. Like, so I need to count. I need to count. Here, okay. Wait, here, there. Maybe over here. Okay, it's a good time. This was over here. I forgot where it was already. I should have put a road. There's somewhere over there. It's fine if I have a double road in the middle. Okay, so we're building the tavern, and then the last one they wanted was the craftsman. This will produce resources such as the rope or the furniture. So this is not the services, this is a production building. So we're gonna put it more, in this corner or potentially over here. Yeah, let's put it. Okay, I think they should add a move button. I think this is very annoying that I don't have access, to blueprint to be able to build something. And now when I put it wrong like this, now I'm gonna have to have 2 roads. But okay, that is fine. Oh, our first labor house. Oh, no, not the first, sorry. There's already a couple. So let's look at the needs. We have the stockpile and the food store as always. We have the well, but we also have the tavern, right? So now we do have, maybe this one is in range of this, but that's probably not enough, right? So let's continue doing what we did before. Over here and over there. And then we're gonna need some wells too. And wells, it's a bit more tricky. Probably need to put 2. Let's start with 1 like that. Okay, good. Okay, so that's gonna take a second to be built. So while this is happening, let's talk about the next event, the Waelgrim Whispers. And this is really that backstory I mentioned in the first episode of Magic, right? I've seen nothing like this before. Whoever conducted this ritual must be from these lands because they killed a couple of animals. They were unusual symbols on the walls. Curious, I'd like to know more, indeed. What could these strange symbols on the wall mean? These strange crystals, are those native? What do you believe the 3 hearts of the animals were taken? That seems like the bigger question. Like, perhaps they were key to the ritual. We must find somebody. Okay, a lynx, a jackal, and an adder. That's the animals they killed. You said there were strange crystals. Yes, they were. They were. Yes, we found those crystals. These are Magneta ones. Ooh. The very same. At their core, this appears to be movement. Oh my word. Perhaps the Chancellor should look into this. Okay, Chancellor, what do you make? Thank you, sir. Ocean. Yeah, okay. So we need to find out, right? I want to learn more about the symbols, please. Find somebody that knows something. Tell me. Okay, these laborers are really right now not happy because they don't have access to the tavern yet. So can we build it, please? Oh, we need more planks. We have 0 planks. Not good. Not good. This one should start working, so that's fine. Do we still have some unemployment? Yes, that's good. We haven't built this one yet because this is also planks. But yeah, this is definitely the priority, please. In terms of food, we're doing good. Even hemp is moving up right now. Okay, so my resources are great except plank. So potentially what we could... Wait, why? Why is that 0 there? Oh, I don't have unemployment. What happened? I remember seeing 5... Oh no, this is the laborer that are unemployed. Okay, so that's not good. Let me check here. We can probably reduce slightly the apples, because we are making a lot of apples, and maybe also the whales. We are making, but that's dangerous, I think. But how many do we need? Yeah, we need 3 more. Let's reduce the whales for now. Or I guess what we could also do is just put a few more farmer house in this corner here. Because I think we have enough resources right now to feed everybody. I've put, yeah, by the way, I didn't tell you, I've put at the top another food store and primitive storage, both to make sure that the people over here were well covered, but also because of the number, I felt like I didn't have enough people to service it all. And it's probably a good time also to unlock tier 2. Let's go tier 2 to upgrade. It's going to upgrade our keep. So if we look at our keep over here, right now it's very bare bone, right? It does not look pretty. Look at the roof over here. So they're upgrading it right now, slowly but surely. And we will see when it is finished how beautiful it's going to become. Okay, how much more we need? We still need 20, okay, before we be good. We have now some jobs that are back, so let's put them back before we create some problems over here. Same there. Okay, and we're perfectly at 0 now. I think, yes. Yes. Okay, good. So let's accelerate the time and oh, that is not good. Look at this. The Waelgrim presence has increased to 16% now, and it's gonna continue increasing until it reaches there, and something will happen. Something good, something bad, I don't know. You're gonna have to continue watching to find out. So here it is, the tier 2 has been unlocked. So our keep looks a bit better. It's not perfect yet, but it looks a bit better. So we can look in the Tome of Knowledge. We've unlocked some new ones now, right? And by the way, sometimes some of them, they don't have choices. It's just one. This one is the firehouse. It could be good because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get fires at some point. There's also the guardhouse, but many others too, right? Like the lumberyard bonus, that could be good given that we have problems right now with not enough planks. So we can increase the yield by 1, but increase fire chance, or the chance of fire decreases, but it requires water. Okay, interesting. Outfitter, fermenter. So we have many things over here, including wooden walls, by the way. But yeah, I think we're gonna start with the firehouse, because I'm worried we're gonna get a big fire and then the whole city goes up in flame. That'd be a shame. So let's get that one first. Did we get some more edicts? Yes, we did. So we now have quite a lot. The wells increase, okay, but it requires 100%, I'm guessing, more people to operate. Then we have a portion of the water is for the firehouses. That's pretty good when I have firehouses. Fermenter increases, but the tavern maintenance, I mean, I don't have a tavern right now, so that's probably a good one to do. Let's do that one. Work less. The laborer gain happiness based on the tier, but they lose production. That's not great. And we already have our first fire. That's not good at all. So fire can be, put off, put down if you have a well or a firehouse. well obviously is not going to be that great. The firehouse is going to be better. And I'm not even sure we have a well in this corner. Because where are my... No, there is one. Sorry, there is one. Okay. So yeah, this you can see is the fire here, right? If it is increasing. And if it gets to the end, I'm guessing the building will die. But if you deliver water like we just did over here, then you can, stop the fire. So we did well there. We did well. It seems like we got some of our people killed, but we did well. We did good. Good job. So what was I looking? Edicts, yes. Cutting cost. The cost of all houses is reduced, but they lose health. That's probably not bad, because health is only important when we get attacked, and hopefully I'm not going to get attacked right away. And then increasing the population by 1, that is really good. That's going to get me a lot more people, right? So I actually like both of these. I feel like they're good. They're good. So if you look at my finances, by the way, we should have more maintenance for my edicts, but we're still pretty well into positive. So that is good. That is good. Okay. What else? Over here, this is all working, right? I'm hoping. Let's look at my numbers, by the way. This is looking fine. My log is not very high, but I cannot build another one, so I don't really have a choice. Research, we're doing that one, yes. Okay, so that, okay, here it is. Tavern has been built, great. So my people over here are pretty happy now-ish. Next is gonna be the labor mill, but we need 40 labor for this. And we're probably gonna need the craftsman first, which means we need a bit more planks. Many of my people are unhappy. Why? They don't have enough apples. So I feel like the problem is that my food store, my employees over here, they are not keeping up. Like I have too many houses for them to deliver, because I do have tons of apple, but they're saying they're not getting those apple. That's the problem. That's the problem. So we may want to just build another food store in range of many of those houses like this, and hopefully that fixes the problem. If not, we have a bigger problem. Okay, so yes, that's some good expansion, I think. We're making some progress. We have resources, that's good. How can I get more wood? That's the question, because I'm at the maximum of the range. I'm at the maximum of the number of people working there. I guess the only way would be an edict or research, but there's no edict for that. And is there a research for... No, this is lumber yard. And here, this was farmer house. No, I don't really have a research to help me make more wood right now. So we're gonna have to be careful. I guess the solution could be I need to expand into a new city, which I know I said we would do in this episode, and we're still not there. I'm sorry. But at the same time, I want to make sure that you see the development of the city slowly but surely, that I don't miss, too many things for you. And let's take also a minute to appreciate them building this new building here for the craftsmen, where laborers are going to work, right? You can see these are laborers over here. And yes, I know, sorry. Let's move this away. So we can do a couple of things, ropes, furnitures, or pulley. Right now we're going to do the rope, which will require also some amp. So we probably want to make some more. I know we're already making a lot, but still, like I already have a lot of farms, for it. And the ropes are going to be critical, for many new things. If you look at the cookhouse over here, the flax mill, it requires a rope. And actually maybe even, where is that one here? No, yeah, even the caravan requires 20. And this is our next objective, to build a caravan. So yeah, we're going to need some. As I said, let me make a bit more amp maybe over here. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, by the way, to build those small farms in those corners, but I feel like I didn't want to build another stockpile. So here it is, we've done this. Now, as I said, the next objective is going to be to build a new caravan, which means we need 20 of those ropes. We're starting to make some, but we don't have that much yet. All of this over here is looking fine, so let me put the rope as soon as we deliver some, so that I can see when we get to 20. Come on, where's the first one? At least firewood is great now. I think that was also linked to the research we did to improve this. And you can see the Waelgrim presence is increasing. It's close to 50 now. Come on, where's the rope? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So we need 20 ropes, so let me jump into the future. Okay, so it is. I've built another caravan. 30 of the planks, 20 of these new resource, the ropes, and 150 coins. This is this one over here. Now we can then move it into our trade post over here, Trader's Hut, just right-clicking on it. So it's our first unit, if you wish, of the game. And we can go over here and load all of the resources that are required to, move into a new city. That means 50 rocks, 50 logs, which is a problem because we are very low on logs right now, as well as 20 people. There's people that basically need to go with it so that they can create a new city. So you're gonna need to wait a second for the log. Now, speaking of the log, I did do one thing, which is I expanded this road there. I built a new primitive stockpile and I moved my logger camp to be, over here. Why I did this? Well, basically my logger camp used to be there and there was no more trees very close, right? You can see that all of the trees are a bit more there. And it is because my workers, they need to actually move between the trees and the stockpile. So now I'm hoping that with, this very close basically to each other, the trees very close to the stockpile, they will be able to produce more per minute or per day if you wish. Okay, I think we're done. Yes, this is full. So we can now click on release the caravan. And as I said, this is our first sort of unit, so you can move it around. You can even put it into formation. But most importantly, we're going to use it to expand and create a new region. So we can see we have another one just very close over here. And you can see the resources that are also available there. In particular, there is wheat. Here there is no wheat, okay? Many of these are pretty small. There's a lot of resources there, but no stone and very little wood. I think we're gonna go here. In the future, we can go maybe into a bigger one, but let's go, there. So we can click here to get it directly, or you can also just, click slowly but surely over there. At some point, you'll get to the end of your map, right? And you will see there is the road. You can follow the road. There is a fog of war too, so be careful. You may find, brigand camp or the bandit camp in the fog of war. But for this one, we should probably get very quickly. Yeah, here it is. I think we have arrived to the new place. It is. It's a new settlement, right? We've arrived. You can decide where to put, as always, our city. So I'm just checking. I think this is the end. Okay, we have quite a bit of trees here and there is stone there. Okay, let's deploy, and we're gonna, in this case, not build a keep. You only have one keep. You're gonna build a trader's hut, and this is gonna be still the center of this new town. So let's put it here. Okay, now this caravan there, by the way, you can then pack it again and use it somewhere else. The only thing is that right now this is empty. There's nothing in it, right? But we have created now a new not really city yet, but a new colony. The idea is going to be now to, in a sense, restart, right? You're going to want to build farmer house, production, and in this case, we have access to wheat, right? Remember, there's wheat in this place here, so that's the next, mission. What you can also do is start trading between those two places. So, for example, you can say, let's send some wood, or let's send some of the food that we're making, right? And there is actually also trading in terms of selling to other AI. Now, we also have one event, and we have unlocked the firehouse, but to build the firehouse, it actually costs quite a lot. This is 100, but we have those, actually, we have those resources, so let's go. 100 of planks and 15 of ropes. Now, the range is a lot bigger than the well, right? And I feel like this is probably important to have one in our production corner over here, because if this burns, we're gonna be in trouble. And this is also just to show you, those buildings that I do this. Okay, so we're gonna build this one. In the meantime, let's check Nimble Timble. Chancellor Declan brings you news of a promising development. A talented seamstress has discovered a new stitch that could greatly increase productivity. That I'm liking this, I'm all for progress. An exceptional discovery, Your Highness. So we can decide to give it a try. We can check how much time was spent to doing this. Or we can say, no, we shouldn't. Why doing something new? We should maintain the traditions. Personally, again, I'm thinking we should give it a try. Like, it doesn't hurt. We can teach it across the kingdom, and it's going to make the generation more efficient, each generation more efficient. That is great. What would a fallen king say? Should we maintain tradition? Honestly, no. Like, Our kingdom died. Like, you want to die again? No, I'm saying we move ahead. We move ahead. This is clear. So we have gotten something, a reward, which is the wise worker mastery awaits us. So if we go into the tome of knowledge over here, we have our expertise. This is what we've been doing all along. By the way, right now I'm doing the hemp farm bonus, but we also have at the top here the masteries. And masteries, you can see there's multiple sort of types like fishing, cooking, trading, etc. And there's also one on labor. These are very positive. You know, they don't have you increase the production, but you have to decrease something else. No, these ones are only positive, but you can only have a limited number of them. So that's, and you need to unlock them also through some of those quests. So this one, for example, right, is a kingdom grows prosperous with ease thanks to knowledgeable craft, right? So increased by 5% the production for each type of employable building placed. I am not sure what that means. If somebody knows, tell me in the comments below. Like, I'm not sure what type of employable building means, but it doesn't seem bad. And right now we don't even have anything else to do, so let's just select it. And you can only select 3 of them also, by the way. Right now we're selecting 1. You can reset it in the future, but yeah, that's the masteries. So the city over here is looking fine. By the way, we'll reach 200 of population right now. So that's pretty cool. We have, you know, a second sort of caravan. We can have 10. We don't have soldiers yet. We do have good productions across the board, it seems. And I think my trick here, it's not a trick in terms of cheating, but my trick of moving the production of wood over here has paid off. We were at 0, now we're in positive, so I love it. Great to see all of those numbers into the positive. We just finished the hemp research, so I think that's going to help also here. We can decide what next to do. Stockpile potentially. Increase by 10%, but fire, that is small numbers. 5% faster. I don't love them, to be honest. I don't love them. Maybe we should do the guard house, because who knows when we're going to get attacked, right? Who knows when we're going to get attacked. So maybe the thing I should show you now is quickly the trade. So if you want to trade, you have a couple of ways to do it. One is you can go over here, bring your caravan into this, and then I can say, let's load the caravan with stuff. You know, I can say, okay, I'm going to, sorry, that's, yeah, I'm going to put some apples into, sorry, here it is, I'm going to put some apple, put 0, sorry, my bad. Let's put some apples into it, right? Here it is. We have apple into the caravan. We can release it. Now there's apples into this caravan. I can go deliver it somewhere, right? So that's the very basic one. The more interesting one is you click on trade over here, and now we can create a trade route, right? So we can create a trade route where we're going to say, okay, let's add a caravan, this caravan here. Let's add a trade hut. So we're going to say you start in my capital, Nausea, over here, and then you can go into the new city. And what you're going to do is you're going to take some of those apples. Let's say you're going to take 50 apples, right? And you're going to deliver them there. And then if we want, it could be then doing the opposite, where we could say here, you're going to take some wheat. So we don't have the wheat unlocked yet, but you could say you're going to take the wheat in this new one and bring it back here, or other stuff. And then you click accept. And then this guy is going to start moving on its own. And I also like that here on there is this mini map where you can see all of those caravans moving. I think this is really cool. This is really cool to manage this. So yes, ladies and gents, we have now a second. I mean, first of all, we are on tier 2, right? Our keep is on tier 2. Our research is on tier 2. We are probably actually not that far from tier 3. We just need one more. So this one should be enough. So we have tier 2. We have also tier 2 workers, right? The laborers. They're not fully happy yet. They're only 46% happy because we didn't give them more of their needs yet. But we have them in a tavern. We have also a second city over here, which I need to start, managing, but it's there. And we have also started to discover this Waelgrim presence is increasing slowly but surely. We've discovered, ritual that was pretty scary, let's say it, right? So we were trying to find more information about this, and I think that's really going to be the focus of the next episode. In the next episode, we're going to have the Waelgrim number get full, and we're going to see what happens there. We're going to get more developments here. What I'll do also is I'll create a mini city over here in our new province before we start the next episode, so you don't have to, see me do the same thing once more. But what I do like, again, by the way, is you can see here the caravan has arrived, so that's great. That's great. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you do enjoy this quick series on Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown, new game that just released once again on November 7th. And yeah, this is in early access. They're saying that it's going to stay in early access for 1 year. In my opinion, is that this is pretty good for early access. There is, of course, a couple of bugs and strange things I'm seeing over there. I think they can improve some of the UIs and things like this. But this game has a lot of potential, especially when you consider that you can play multiplayer, co-op or not. You have RTS, which I haven't showed you yet, I know, but you have it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.